other people there now, Jeff? Or Jeff? PJ? Jeff. I don't know, is that an insult or what?
Sorry. Yes, sir.
Well, fáilte go dtí Julie, is Mrs. Julie Kilmartin from Kilmartin Educational Services. It's a great day for us here. We have a wonderful author, Ógie Ó Céilleachair, and he's going to talk to you about his two leabhar scholars in Shaw. And these are two well-known books that are on the Junior Cert Irish course. And it's a fantastic opportunity for all Junior Cert students to be able to ask questions, to meet and greet Ógie and Shaw. Ógie is one of the well-known Irish Gaelgors. Tá sé bunaithe an seo ó Luimneach agus tá sé a múna a Gaelcholáiste Limní and is well known. You probably have seen Ógie on many programs, not just on Facebook, but also on TV from TG Cahir. So it's a great opportunity for us to have Ógie and Shaw. You'll be able to ask many questions of Ógie, and it's great to have the insight from the author himself. Agus sé na deis scolaríis Katfish agus Cúpla, and I'm sure you know these books at this stage. So for those of you at home today, I hope you're nice and warm and cozy. And as you can see, we're wearing our face mask, our commission shop, agus Ógie Shaw freshen, and we have our IT guy, PJ Shaw freshen. So let's have a great day. Agus Ógie, over to you. Gramina Mahagat.
Gramina Mahagat, Julie? Yeah.
Okay, I just sanitize those here now.
Those, yeah.
Okay, all sanitized. Agus Sashi the Russian should reach out.
Gramina Mahagat. Gramina. Okay, so. Winning minutes up. So, this Marie Gachtana, agus Gramina Mahagat, le Julie Kilmartin, and so Ilimnach, agus in Inish, in Limerick and in Ennis, for Julie Kilmartin's Educational Services. Agus, as you can see, Julie Kilmartin's Education Services are available all around the country online, and you can log on to the website to see what services she offers. Mardochi, is Misha Ógie Ó Céilleachair, agus is Misha an Tudor, den Laur Cúpla, and the author of Cúpla. Agus is Misha an Tudor den Laur Katfish, Agus degan á team Heimpeldi Scolanai go around to schools, agus Oam Gaham, meeting and greeting, agus Laur Ragana, talking to classes, Marialar Sail on Screenora, the life, I suppose, of an author, agus Kunnas a Screen, agus Sail on Screenora, agus Erno being a Laur Fui, the Laur, agus Nishkelta, Tá Erin Gorsa Choma, talk about stories that you may have studied or that you will be studying on Tassis Socialach. So Tasnoig Memach le piece of Biog Marial or Amping. I'll start off with a small bit about myself, agus an sin, raimid a kind of we Cúpla, agus an son raimid a kind of we Katfish. Agus any action, Malta ein Kestina, again dinner. I think PJ has a chat function up and running there that you can ask questions. Agus you don't have to wait until after I have been talking about myself, Malta Keshtagut. You can put it in any time, I think, PJ, can't you? Yeah. Okay. On about. So it's us on Ryan done. On Ryan is Gaeltacht Ian Ryan. On Ryan is the Gaeltacht area, Igunte for Florida, County Waterford. Agus on Gaeltacht is Luz Tier Ta'an. It's the smallest Gaeltacht in the country. Rugag agus Togag Aon me, agus Chuig Mer Scola, agus Laura Gaelga, Somalia, agus Dalmed Berla Skull. So I learned English when I went to school, so Irish is my first language. Drastal me scoil náisiúnta na Ringe, just down from my house in primary school. Agus in íag sin chuig me syrup over go dtí meán scoil Santa Claus. Agus is idachas an ias a bhíann. It was a very lovely education to get, especially in the primary and secondary school. Capan go raibh nóchadalta in sin bhíann scoil in Drastal me, about 90 pupils when I went to secondary school, so it's quite unlike, I suppose, the Scoilana in the Shifsha. Quite unlike your experience of secondary school, I'd imagine. In the Yikshin, chuig me araig go dtí an Ollscoil i Gortaigh go dtí UCC. Agus dhéann me staidéir an Gaeilge agus an Star. Agus in the Yikshin, chuig me araig agus chomhlaigh me mar bhuntóir meán scoile in NUIG le Gaeilge agus Star. Agus tá mé múna I Limerick, agus it was quite hard to be a Waterford man in Limerick a few weeks ago when we got well beaten, I suppose, by Limerick in the All-Ireland, but sure, there's always next year, the Big Law Elegant Buirach, as the Shan uncle says. O heamh má an saoil scríbhneoireachta atá agam, thosaigh sé sin amach I suppose bhí mé gcónaí a scríobh. I always had an interest in books, nuair bhí mé níos óige. Agus bhí mé ag scríobh now and again, nuair bhí mé níos óige. Various things. Our scoil, I suppose, was mostly. Agus hahan ag scríobh aistí lom. Agus I suppose that's an fágur chuig meisteach sa Star agus Gaeilge is go mbíonn go leor scríobh ag cuint lo sin. Thosnaigh an saoil scríbhneoireachta dom, I suppose, in a serious way, nuair bhí mé san Ollscoil in UCC. I got involved in an Cumann Gaeilge agus an Cumann Dromaíochta. Agus in san céad bhíon breith mé ann, bhí mé gastóireacht, I acted a small bit in san céad bhíon, agus in san dara bhíon I started writing plays, drámaí. Agus lean mé araig á dhéanamh sin in Bhíonna Dó agus Bhíonna Tríd in Ollscoil, and when I went into NUIG, I also bhí mé ag buinte leis an Cumann Dromaíochta a bhí an sin cumá. Faoi láthair, táim ag múna I Nghaol Coláiste Limní I Limerick, I Lorna Carach in Hazelson in Sir Harry's Mall I Limerick. Agus tá ag múna an le roiinfá blianta inis. Agus go háirithe leis an idirbhliain, gach bliain ó na raibh mé ag múna ann, scríobh mé drama leis an idirbhliain. With TYs, we will play and staged it every year. Suskati and Flinchicata up until last year, nor we were leve a current drama or stacha. We were meant to stage the play on March the 12th and 13th, but Maris Oldiv Dúlach na Scoilina on March the 12th. So a few months' work was kind of put on hold, I suppose, and Big Share Stacha, we put it on stage again. So sin an saoil atá agam faoi láthair agus má tá aon ceistena with model le saoil an scríbhneoire with any bit of the author's life, you can show it up in sin. But for now, Raimi Draig agus then we'd be going kind of faoi Cúpla. Okay? So Fáil Siach Cúpla in San Bhliain, let me get the year now. I think it's Gábílas the Haindig. Yeah, published for the first time in Gábílas the Haindig. So it's out quite a bit now. Curagar and Gorsa there a couple of years ago. So, Cadas a Hánig and Sweenov da Cúpla. Sa chéad bhliain, nor bhí me my first or second year out teaching, bhí me ag denmh scéalta leis an taas is sóisiúach. Bhí me múna in Scoilán Chalíní in an all-girls school. Agus bhí mar denmh cúpla scéal agus níor hain an scéal a bhí me ag denmh. The story that we were doing, the girls in class didn't like it. Agus it was kind of like pulling teeth, I suppose. Igira in upper of went astu. So law I think it was Dinavonaka Bader Vichy Gira, one of them complained, I think, law Agus Kurme Kesht or Shin, well, Kadbavanat Ekal in Shkir. What would you like to see in the story? So we had a small chat, because Georgi Rodi Kasule Bader, Gamavalo characters Bader that were more modern or Bader that reflected their type of experience in life, agus Gopard Marshin. So Dillig Mayor Cúpla Shafton and I had to think about it, agus post Rodigraph Tahigum Ernst Grief, Dort me, well, I'll have a go at it. Agus Scrive me on Héadriach, I wrote the first draft, agus the Ahanagum on Cólachta on the company that published it, agus Rihin nu Ruchan on Cólach Shin Ceardanna or workshops. So I took the script to a workshop, agus the Shrinori Ella, quite famous authors, Haven Gaelgide in the Irish language circle, agus Vishit Sin City Templar, agus Rinadar, Nu Yinadar, Avrenu, I suppose, Criticular, they critically reviewed it. I learned a lot, as in Ceardan Shin, and then I went back and I wrote another draft, agus Drechtella, and another draft after that, agus on Far Mihalo Canela. Ganis got in touch with me and said we'd like to publish it, but it needs a bit of work. So about new quick draft later, this is the result of the hour. So Tógan sé, I suppose the point is Tógan sé Tamil Fada. It takes a lot of time to publish a book. Agus Anna could find a lot of patience. Agus Kai to the sauce the Asholas critical hogant. You have to be prepared to fail, agus prepared to take critical feedback as well, and I suppose sauce the Corla hogant, happy to take on advice. Cúpla féin. One will say related with us, Tasha Bunaha Tapaigh or a family, agus tá Cúpla instant clown twins, Sharon agus Éile, agus on Bhór ná Moraid, agus an Tahar ná Timmy, agus on Cúpla tá siad Anna Yifrúd on the Céile. Even though they're twins, tá siad Anna Yifrúd on the Céile. Tá Sharon Fionn, Ismaile Nahedi, Ismaile Smidu, the makeup, agus Ismaile vocally, of course, it's broad vocally. Éile then is Difriúd, tá she's cún, tá she's stadéire, she's studious, tá she's díbrasach. Ismaile Gobar, Ismaile sport, Kishvel, ach go háir agus is broad animal, she loves animals. Nor bhí me scríomh dá character sin, bhí me conscious, I was conscious gan a bheith, I suppose, saunatha in san bosca dubh agus bán. I was conscious not to get into the black and white image of the two, as in Dinna bháin ma, Dinna bháin ach. All right, so Hasigum gemech sheet déana to make them human. So my younger shin, hug me better mar hampla fé on green, which is a sense of humor. So hug me a shin the Sharon in Cúpla Ót instant scale. So sample shin, an example of that instant scale is Noreen Sharon on Torrid and Screwdo rash when she gets the result of her exam back. I guess well, it could have been worse. Okay, so that's an example of our positivity, I suppose, is on Fé and Green at Tapaigh. Éla, love then. I was conscious not make shisha ma gohomlan. All right, I didn't want her as a totally black and white character. So hook me big on Danish that day. So an example of that is Vader Nurta Sharon Queena in Sushomra when Sharon is crying in Sushomra, August Clushing Éla but Neelain True a kid, she has no pity for her. Okay. Most Rider of Éla Mar character Ma Gohomla, she would have taken pity Vader Éla is gone into the room to her. Okay, so Shin Sampla then the character and Shin. Na Treha at I guess the character Shin Sharon Ta Sharon Schlauen better, Ta she Fion how she is Comale, she's reckless. Éla, Ta she Kuhn, Ta she Gemar Skull, guess is Ta is Dile doch Gamian Tugn she Ara the Green, I guess Tugn she Ara the Anava Achgahara. Timmy agus Murray an sin. Is dócha go bhfuil Timmy's go bhfuil tréthe roint de tréthe Timmy ag Sharon agus vice versa. So in Schlitte they're kind of a mirror image of each other, if you get what I mean. Murray and son and mom tá shisha tá tréthe le Murray le feshkent in Sharon or in Éla go le scéal chuma agus some ach sinna bhí geiste go san leis an mam agus that tá Timmy Schlauen agus cíimiid go bhfuil Timmy Schlauen with the famous incident, I suppose, that you've read in St. Lower, in St. Shed at the back of the school. Agus chuma leis an cadrah as fósta nó the affair so atá ag Timmy leis an mútóir níos óige blogin de chlár in Scotland Rohra. Cadá le hospita síos in Sundagan. Na mothúcháin atá sa scoil or atá sa scéal. Gan doubt tá grá sa scéal, so tá grá idir Timmy bhfuil sucha bhí grá uairháin idir Timmy agus Mairead. Agus nuair a imíonn siad ar léinn de Sira then, agus nuair a imíonn Sharon agus Éla go dtí bhéad a feicimid go bhfuil grá ag teacht a ríist atreha. But of course the big incident happens in some way in Derry that destroys the grá sin. Fiaul is a betrayal. So Denan Timmy Fiaul Mairead nuair a bhíonn sé ag imeacht le bláithín na chlár. Agus Denan Sharon Fiaul ar gach buachal a bhuaileann sí leo. Agus Denan sí Fiaul ar a tuismóirí chumá sa bhéadach nuair a bhíonn sí in sa méid sin tribhlóda go mbíonn sí. Brón ar nó tá brón in san scéal sa. Agus tá brón ag deireadh an scéal ach go háirithe. Tá deireadh an scéal an a brónach agus banaithe prád as annach a daoine. It surprises a lot of people at the end, den scéal. Agus brón an stocha, brón agus uig is beidir an domóchán is mú ag an deireadh an son. Agus áthas le feiscint in san scéal chumá. Bíonn áthas ar Éla nuair a bhíonn sí le Charlie an couple, she's Really happy when she's with Charlie. And Copple, the horse in the next field. Agus bín áthas ní nuair a bhíonn si ag imeacht sport, bín áthas éile nuair a bhíonn si in san scúla. Bín áthas Sharon, I suppose, bheith táim nuair a bhíonn si sa car ag an deire ag tomáint agus ag óil vodka agus ag tógann ciúlaí. But it's still áthas crotha sin, it's artificial happiness tá ag Sharon. Sinna méid atá le rágam mar gheall cúpla go dtí seo ach má ceistena ag daoine faoi cúpla is féad libh na ceistena a chur suas an son agus duine me iirecht idir agart péisceile. Ach anois bhain míad ráig agus féach míad Katfish, and Laura shop. Okay? So, how right Scullina talk demonstrator Katfish, agus an Cluiche Mór, agus an Tube, an trí gear scale on Laura tá ar Gorsa, agus is stocha go bhfuil right Scullina atá deileh studyir Canháin, maybe you're studying one story out of the book, but duine mé chuir síos ar an trí scéal péisceile agus an son is féidir ling sesiún ciú agus é ar freigúil mé ceist san mátá ceistena san ag an deire. Okay? So tá snámid leis an scéal Katfish agus is tócha má éigean tú ar an scéal Katfish léonn sé cosúil le script roint fád an scéal agus is córá ar líne é atá idir bhirt agus níl animnecha na Berta rolas again. We don't know the names. We know the nicknames, I suppose, of the two. Agus is, I suppose, is scale halal le fiaw. It's a story of betrayal. On vert character in sin scale. Like either a countess fiawr all Ericana. The two characters trying to trick each other in some scale. Cadas a hánig an swingnah dan scale sin. Well, on Idervlian a reached in TY, Cúpla bliain of him now, a good few years ago. The module Darvanam Mian Commerceida or Mian Socialta, sorry, Shule Gommission Idervlian. The social media module that I was doing with TYs, because we were doing safety online as Godford machine. So, you know, a quick poll, because Curme Keshtar now, we better truck us around, because Curme Keshtar, KV Dina, or Quick Dina, Dagval, Erlina, Knocker, Ahana, Error. Okay, so better get our mission as Berla. We did a poll in the class of how many people were contacted by people they didn't know online or people that were assuming another character. Dragger, I suppose, 80-90% of people answered yes. That they didn't know. Shinas a honey gets Swedish. I suppose Cúpla costs or a Bopper come I suppose Dina ni Shilla, Dora Dagvala, Dina ni Zoiga, or an Idrian and assuming other characters with Lima Shin. So Dortway on Fain, go growing on character Shin, Gadauring better piece of coke that arashed on Dinna Oak, put a little bit of power back into the hands of the young person, because in the narrative of him, insinúacht, it's always on Dinna Oak that's been taken advantage of. So, dúirt mé that I might turn that around, because I'm scared the end of us, Marshall, to make a story out of it like that. Okay, so the téimi tá an Katfish, I suppose, well, Óige an téma is mó, ceannas the téimi is mó an Óige sé youth. Ach an téma is mó ar fad, I suppose, ná an saol ar lína, agus an saol nua aimsire, life online, I suppose, agus really with the leis an Idirlíon. That would be an príomh téma. Tá fiall in some scéal seo chumá betrayal, because I suppose it's a bit of a twisted betrayal. Tá in some scéal because tá vertical ag iarr fiall all ar céile, the two characters who are assuming different characters are trying to betray each other. Na maithúcháin tá sa scéal, well, Saint, S-A-I-N-T, which is greed. Tá Katfish, the kitty cat, tá she soundach, I suppose, instantly would she gira arrogant all on var, extortion, later, I suppose, new Duval blackmail. On character a fame, on John Green character. Gandalf is character, is draw character Machas Mach. He's a reprehensible character. I suppose like Tasha Fekha, I suppose, in various news stories over the years of character who are just sick, I suppose, is the best way to describe them. Because it's nice to get revenge, I suppose, or character even though it doesn't happen in real life. Brome in some scale come up. Agus trua, so bheith brón got done character kitty cat girl like céim fág bhfuil sé dhéanamh seo, céim fánach bhfuil card aici, céim fánach bhfuil sí ábhartha, I suppose, dul amach linn card agus an gná saol dhéanamh, cén size saol Somála atá cé, what kind of life that she have at home agus cad a háirde that go bhfuil she ag déanamh na size rudí seo that's not normal, I suppose, for 14 or 15-year-old to be doing. Agus thardíonn sin, I suppose, le meán cumasáide social media, I suppose, and demonstrating that makes people not normal, agus being anacuid. Dina ag scríomh agus ag déanamh rudí ar lína, lots of people write and say things online that they would never say or do in real life. Keyboard warriors, I suppose, on focail a bhín ag Dina dóibh agus d'inter míghainú, people get dehumanized online. Agus is téma é sin, it's a kind of an underlying current. Has to go and shocks the scare that I wanted to put into the story just to make people think about what they say and do online. Because at Arish, we see it every day, be kind, hashtag be kind, it's Gotland or shit. Na maithúcháin de na tréthe atá ag kitty cat. So stocha na tréthe le kitty cat is ceistena iad chumá. So they double as tréthe agus ceistena. So an bhfuil sí sinanta. Okay, sinanta is naive or innocent or gullible. An bhfuil sí. Uaireanta sa scéal féchann sé tá cuma ar go bhfuil sí. It looks like she is, agus áitina eile féchann sé nach bhfuil sí. an will she schlauen? Is she sly? Or is she as clever as we think she is? Okay, an will she Cluiche is a camp meat. Agus an will she gulúnach? Gulúnach is gullible. So in some scale, Ardeen and scale go and made kind of question is Ardeen fragri. As many questions are raised in the story as answers. Personally, it's malong as I scale to shin. Movies or stories. I like that narrative, I suppose. Ardeen question that makes you think. John Green and Son, you could say the Treha Kena, the Shin, apart from the fact that he's a reprehensible character and very, very sick. On Will Shishnaun, is he as sly as we think he is? Obviously not, better, because Gummerta are Egandera, but in some current location for K8 or the Will Shishnaun again. On Will Shiko Sinanda, it's a capital meat, is he as innocent as we think? Innocent as in gullible, or naive. Because Will Shiko Gulunach is a capital meat. Shin. Okay? So Shin Katfish, agus nílas agam an bhfuil sé léite a bh nó nachhfuil fós nó beidir go méid sé bháléamh nó beidir nachhfuil sé ar an gcúrsa a bh beidir go gcuir sibh ceist go méid sé ar an gcúrsa a bh. Roimh an draigh Cluiche Mór an son agus geor scéal is sean Cluiche Mór faoi bócail atá 9 deis, 19-year-old in san Craobh na Héireann. Now, níl sé, I suppose, better demni on him. It would have been quite unusual better. Da when a name Nina Deag, a gimmert listen for an idircunte in san Craobh na Héireann. Ach Marco will sport agus imant and elite sports. Marco will shoot trish Irie co elite, I suppose. Go in ish like ishlu. The age of intercounty players is going down, so it's not unusual. Na latest of to see 19-year-old Gimmert lesson idir Cúnte. Agus fech I suppose Erin Limni, the Limerick hurling team, on a Cuidigashin are very, very young, I suppose, in relative standards to better de Cuid in the day. It's unusual later to see a Waterford player in a Northern Ireland final, I suppose, any year, let alone a 19-year-old, but Fágan míle sin mar atá sé. So, tá sé says Northern Ireland, and it's a clear canish, feimid amach ar an mos go bhóra ahar bás. Talked in Rubishin, but not Rubishin. Agus go bhfuil sé seo ar imting aige. So not only go bhfuil Cluiche Mór le immertige, tá achtar mór a hála ina héal cumá. So tá hárad le dailá aige. Agus an tríúrad tá le dailá aige ná go bhfuil sé ciocatha ar an bhern idir Cúnte don céadúir. Agus I suppose, sorry, an céadúir eile atá an céad dúbhlán eile mór I suppose, ná go sé marcáil an timróir iscear atá ag an bhern eile an súlabhánach mar go míidir. So an súlabhánach sin an sinne, the surname ó Súlabhán, agus as gaeilge nuair tá mé a kind faoi roint surnames mar sin currently ACH, EACH ag an deire. So an Súlabhánach is an example de sin. Na téimi, cad na téimi atá in san scéal well sport, I suppose, sin an príomh téama is mó. On Óige, again, youth, sin téana eile, so feiceann míad go bhfuil an bócail seo tá sé 9 deis, beidir go bhfuil an áirteist díreach déanta aige, maybe he's just finished the Leaving Cert agus go bhfuil sé ag dul ag immert an sin. Ócáid hábhachtach, so an important occasion. Get very little more important occasions now play Canish or the All Ireland. Agus sail and Tapaigh, family life. Agus we get that from on Ahar, his dad that has died on Tapaigh Ribishin. Na Mahúcháin, itá le feiscin sa scéalsa, well tá scetamíní an lad seo. Scetamíní is excitement. Más rud gur bhéon duine go bhfuil immert sport, agus má bhíonn Cluiche Mór le nimmert go, you know what I'm talking about. Na scetamíní a bhíonn I do bhfáileadh roimh Cluiche. Agus imní is size anxiety. So a reached riv achtra mór doesn't have to be a Cluiche, or again it could be better going out on stage or the agus an timní, the anxiousness that you feel on sin, like nervish, the nerves, solid intimach an bhorc, and solid intimach an stáitse. Glunder, so glunder is ecstasy or extreme happiness. So egin deran or hater on adult dernach, when the last whistle is blown, agus an glunder a bhíonn huoine agus chnice mar é sin cúpla seachtainach nuair a bhuaigh limnach an craobh na hÉireann, an glunder a bhí ar aigéine na nimróirí. Agus, I suppose, chnice mar an brón a bhí ar aigéine nimróirí na néise chomá. Agus nu, all of us in Stadéise bhí brón ar na chomá. So glunder agus brón, so sin sais coddersnacht, contrast of emotions in the sun. An bócail é féin, an bócail 9 Cluiche, na tréithe atá aige sin, his traits, his characteristics. Tá sé sinnanta, I suppose, you could say bhfuil sé sinnanta in that bhfuil sé nuair tá sé ag marcáil an imróire seo go bhfuil sé níl sé I dtaithí ar na clasanna atá ag an imróir sin. So he's not used to the gléim siad the dark arts in sin Cluiche. Na sais rudí gur féidir a dhéanamh agus nach bheiceadh an réiteoir tú. Okay, so the things that you get away with are an bhorc that the ref doesn't see or doesn't notice. So ceann amhála sin is nuair tá sé gléim suas chun líróid bhreith agus tágadh an súlabhála te féide agus brúnte suas an clog, pushes up the helmet so takes a Harris suit. The rare dower of Imror Oraha that was very good at that. Nietzsche Gimmer to Hilla, a very inter-county player that was very good at that particular trick, who I'm not going to mention. Shin class of all. On Count Moore, I suppose, it was odd in him but that they get caught doing sometimes, I suppose, is on Cumán, I guess. Ag chuir Cumán mar sin beidir sulla dagad an slitter before the slitter comes in, you beidir sulla catter an slitter stop before the slitter is thrown in beidir. Okay, so that's tá sé láidir, obviously tá sé láidir, mar tá sé go maith ná go physical don súlabhánach mar nor chahan an súlabhánach ar an talamh. Irene Shakes, Cahan Shakes, Súlabhánach ar Asher an talamh cumá. So he's well able physically for the man he's marking. agus tá sé tréan aganach, okay? So tréan aganach, strong-minded, strong in the head, okay? So derter, má tátu gimmert ag an levéil is irda, há da agana cho táchtach le de chorp. So your mind is as important as your body if you're playing sport at the highest level, is what is said, okay? Agus you may iarach de sin hashpond try to show that in sin scale cuma that your mind is as important as your body in sin scale sin. On Sulavánach, well tá sé sin láder cuma agus tá sé glick. So glick is sly. Agus tá sé sláin. He's sláin is sly as well. Sláin, I suppose, an focail a bhecha gibh sé dá ná snake later you related mar sin. So instant scale na clasan a bheaga, the dirty little tricks a bhí an ag an Sulavánach that he does to an vocal agus upbring shit. They work for a while in some scale, but one will in scale later with I know not will in scale later force and clean a tree in Wisconsin Fane in way close to me, so I'm not going to do a spoiler. The Vlina tree in way close to me. So Fogamid and Dera could equal share later son. Agus an Sulavánach then is lag intinach cuma in parts. In parts in the story we can see that in Sulavánach lag intinach. So he's weaker, I suppose, in the head, I suppose, no on vocal. He's not as strong-minded as in vocal thought in some scale. Okay? So sin on Cluiche Mór. Agus raimid a raigan iscadí an scéal dearnach, an gear scéal dearnach, atá an course an tasta sóisrig, an spéad alum, an leanach an mach an sa. Agus an scéal sin ná an tube. Okay, so an tube, cílín sé sin an tube in London, the tube that the underground. In the end well. Cabas a hánig an swinmh don scéal sa. Well, hug me quarter London, Cúpla blauta. You rev me London le Tama, and I won't be for another while. But it's small in London. It's small up to Liverpool FC, Sinead Má Iran soccer in some free ring in the Premiership. Agus tá mé tuair takeíochta don chuireann sin ón raibh mé óg. But má an drothar, tá drothar gan agus an Iran is má le níor thar ná Fulham. Agus má haon tú go dtí London, I suppose Fulham Craven Cottage on sports ground atá ag Fulham Sinead Cowan is Gira. One of the ones is Gira Peishke to central London. Agus na flights agus gapad gur féidir á nu in pre-COVID times gur raibh dína ábalta all isteach í London. It's very easy to go to Craven Cottage as central London agus má tá for na móra their Premiership a gimmert. It's féidir really eiscint and son. So we choramach agam. I had a kind of a basic knowledge of that kind of area and sin. Could me on better go in a tree work. But before that needs more. Agus tá sé net in West End, London cuma. So it's small draw me agus screen over obviously. So small draw me echo and starch and musicals agus really mar sin cuma. So it's a good mix of both. Mátá daoine ag dul ar London go dtí Court, straight dul go dtí Fulham, Craven Cottage, which is very near the central London. Neofá dul go dtí Stamford Bridge cuma, I suppose. agus is féidir dul West End ma. So Hosig makes swing of fish in, agus an son coolamis ice urban myth kuma na bliantá hen. Nor bhí mé an óg, and it's stuck in my mind. A hardy nig dereg scale so. Mariara den agent, a child den agent, and then had a kind of an experience, an after-death experience that she didn't reached. So vast me an dá scale sin, an dá size experience sin le chéile in some scale so. So tá sé bunathe Colleen atá in Coney in London, agus dúsin she mad na bháin, agus bhí she gealta, she was engaged, go dtí fear eile, a fuórbás bliain agus lá ó him, who died a year and a day ago. Agus it's just a day in her life. Taint she go dtí tube in the Queenam came tube stop that I put into the story in ish, but stop and shake in the tube spots or fat. So my aiken to are in tube map, that it in the stop and short fat. Agus Hermain Colleen Joy Gubber in West End in a cafe. But on Shin Saniha, being she Gubber in Countess and Howard, one of the theatres in West End. Agus of course, I'm ringload at Tapaigh, Kate now there Stalcha. She's an aspiring actor. I was provided by Stalcha, but I'm telling you that Tapaigh mission of a governor in the bar of on an hour clip. So she's on bonus to Tapaigh in scale, and it's just her tube journey. She's not her two jobs. Obviously, she's her tube journey home. But actually, Norvine in London, there shocked in a row. We were fnacht and was in Watford. Agus we were Mahane agus Yurhar. We were in Dulwala. We're tube Ihawan. Agus again there shocked in London. Gohara or Sahar and Eat Sahar. Didn't she essential works. Or needed to doing she right this Nelita. So you could be Aaron Tube stop later 2 stops before your stop. So horror session Ihawan agus you're in taxi nor ding all a while. So turning to Shin then Colleen's a scale shot stopping on Tube a raw stop riv asta. Agus on Shin Barteen she decides Shulwala. In Colleen, atá ag féchantar seo, gohara, I suppose, bheith tahi a cusan má tátu Shulwala le féin saníthe. If you're walking alone home at night, particularly late at night, being an odd okay, it's a scary thing. So Shin Hardy and Colleen in some scales up, and there's a twist at their scale. So I reached Monument later with I won't spoil the ending deep. It's fair living Karen Shimalev. Natemi toss the scale shop, boss, well for ear Far Galta on Colleen Shin boss, her former fiance, died a year and a day before in its scale. Cadre relationships, romantic relationships. Bhí siad ag siúlamach lena chéile, bhí siad Galta. A bheith as balla to be away from home. So tá Colleen seo as balla is as éirí tá sin na Coney in London. Okay, so the experience of being away from home. Agus sail le Carach, urban life in London. Den Cluiche Mór. Na Mahocán, atá in san scéal, Brón, feiceimid Brón, gohárthaigh, well, tá Brón tríd scéal fad, but tasníonn sé amach le Brón because Irene she agus chaisiíníthe cuine she cried herself to sleep in Sin Lara. Agus Irene she agus tá mascara agus gapad stuck together in the Sula. Grá, the Grá done a ear far galta for her former fiance. Uignis, she's lonely, tá uignis eri mar gohfuil she imethe, tá she lé féin ar an tube. She goes through all the happy memories of the got ar an tube. Ar an Sliachair the lover. Cua, C-U-M-H-A, sin looking back, I suppose, nu tá fucking ag better looking back at old times, retrospective better nu. PJ, can you help me here? Mi féilim smína Vernanum. Nope, it escapes me. Looking back in kind of at good old times. No, I can't think of the word. So sin cua péiscile agus agla. Tá agla ar an galín nor tá she ag siúlabhla le féin. She's scared walking home alone at night. Na tréthe a bhfuil leis an calínte is Ogri DME. She's a hard worker. Ficking me this in because tá há job ag agus tá sais tá spruch ag. She has an aim. Go meg she ag ar an státe lá éigeant. How she díograsach, diligent, is malé a bheith gobar godíon. Agus tá she bringlódíoch, she's a bit of a dreamer. Because ar an Sliachair tube, she dreams of, she looks back on all the happy memories of the agus she has a dream to bring load the kick mal ver stacha law agent. The character Ella, I suppose, Shisha and Priv character toss the scale shin, agus tá mion character Ella. So shin different to toss the scale shin, I suppose, in comparison better le scale to the Katfish new and Cluiche Mór. In Katfish you have Gá Priv character. In Cluiche Mór you have Gá Priv character. In Tube you have an Aon character one. You have on Far and Bochel the former fiance Bader, but ni alumi meet alone me aloshe. Because you have Colleen Ella at all Oscor in Tube, Colleen Nishin Streak Bon Darag in St. Ruig, and of course you have another dark character in Scale that we're not going to mention in it because of the story. But on Irvochel, the former fiance, vi ag Colleen Shaw, vi sé dílis de, vi sé lauder, vi grá aged de, obviously, agus is léir greven vertical on a hostel in the chéile. Nílis a bhín conna sa bhór sé bás, but ní dócha bhfuil mór an bhainteacha sin leis an scéal. The point is tá sé imethe is. Agus an Colleen Ella atá site ó sa cór in St. Jude on her way home from work sin ihe. Colleen trú a bhéalach í an Colleen sin. So a pitiful character. So shin rundown agus shin on made tá le rá gan godísio Marialler féin, Marialler an dá leabhar Cúpla agus Katfish agus hopefully inis beidir bhfuil Cúpla ceist ag daoine. All right. Okay. Right, so tá ceist ansá ag duine what was it like learning English as a second language? Okay, bhí sé, ní raibh sé, well, ní le an cuioine agam le, because nuair chuig mar scoil agus in ní an bheag agus ní an bhuara, so not a lot of memories in an sin, but nuair chuig mé isteach ar scoil, bhí mé istigh le daoine nach raibh mór an Gaeilge agus bhí ag leabhar béarla, agus bhí siad dá mé Tapaigh galore, but fós go dtíon lá tá neamh má tá mise ag díriú ar a dhéigean, if I'm really concentrating ar a dhéigean, mar hampla ag comhraibh counting, nó ag denmh maths, all right, really ag díriú ar a dí mar sin. Úsá like Tim má agan a rashly Gaeilge. Cnic sé sampla den, son, nor bhí mé ag iarraidh an focail áil do cua, bhí stop mé agus ní raibh mé ábhairt an focail áil, ní mé fós ní mé ábhairt an focail áil go fóil. So tá sé dachar orm, fiúáin sa lá tá bheith ag labhairt as béarla. So sometimes I have to think when I'm talking in English, agus and sin tagan sin, it comes out like that. So bhí sé dachar, I'd imagine. It was hard at first, ag fáil an béarla, agus tá sé dachar fós inniu. It's still hard sometimes today, as you saw an example of an sin, ag communicating as béarla. Okay, so sin ceist an sa. An scríbann tú aon uairscéalta na gcearrscéalta don tastas fágála. Okay, so that's the leaving cert, I'm presuming. Níl faoi láthair, I think go bhfuil over or tá cuasa nua den áirteist ag tacht ag an bliain ago mar sin, agus hopefully they might consider Canvas na gcearrscéalta, one of the other short stories atá in san leabhar seo. So if there's anybody watching atá considering the leaving cert, okay, have a read of this book. Tá leabhar eile agam. Scríofa, I have another book written that's ag tacht amach in Galway, coming out this year, Galway here. Chance that might be more suited better for the artist to 17, 18 plus. So chance can make an sin ar an artist. Agus, yeah, so ceist an bhain son. Is there a character that you find very inspiring? Oh, okay, sin ceist. An about. Let's see. I'm presuming that's a character in the stories that I've written. So, I suppose we'll stick to the stories atá ar Gorsa, because they're the ones you know. I suppose on Buchel atá sa scéal an Cluiche Mór, I think go bhfuil session anna inspiring, I suppose. Tá sé óg, tá sé lauder. He's just lost his dad a week ago. Agus he kind of sticks with it, agus find sin rud tá sé glorach in deire, because he sticks with something. Agus he has a bit of fight in him, come on, like he's no pushover. So Captain, they're inspiring traits in a person, Captain Payne. Kaig do over on and you have to work very hard to be at that level, either mentally or physically. So tá sé sin anna inspiring, come on. Favorite character? Oh, yeah. Favorite character. Let's see. I kind of like the way it's a scale Katfish. Small and Clee, Gumulchi Bob and Varley and Dara. I kind of like the way she tricks your man at the end. I suppose Gouel, Vector, Colini, and Boni, I suppose, as kind of weak characters, or they have been seen in lots of films and lots of stories throughout history as kind of weak characters. So I kind of like the way that she gets a bit of power on Shin. I guess Tashi Obate saw it. Now, I'm not condoning what she did in any way, shape, or form. It was, I suppose, we should get us Shin Shriv. Mar me on Boken and Son in on Cluiche Mór Agus Moraid in Cúpla, Mom, she has a lot to put up with in Shin. She has Sharon to put up with, Agus tá a Farcéla, okay, like Cursus Lesh. Agus it's a heavy load, Erin Mancéla Bokshin. Oh, Cúpla the Katfish. Jim Gisula Keshtakar Tishmahoro, who's her favourite child is. Well, I suppose. We have Katfish there. I'll tell you what happened to Katfish, right? Find she a Katfish in. Go, Venus a shot dig. V and Lauer Shaw, I had the first drafts of all these written. Tamil in Revision before this book was published. August a laptop vehicle. Dina Gyorska gives her father, okay? August Miriam they backing up on memory. I never backed up the memory on laptop. August Cadahorla, Cluiche on laptop. So the laptop died. Agus Honig virus Stacher, Agus Chaim Megachlet, Agus Hogwin hard drive Gadi on Shuppa, Agus few on instant Shuppa, Mirafshid Alberta a Hokru. So what of the army is I had to go back to the drawing board and from memory the arm on Tadeshkel. So from memory, the Urim reached. So God knows Cowell, the original copies of the made, but it turned out okay. So I suppose from that point of view, Mariaula and Rada Horla, with that experience, it was better. Good bit of satisfaction amach as kind of writing all the stories again from memory. Agus I'm sure and son. Or have Cúpla de Sean Kiad Lauer and Kiad novel a Deutsche me near this on Revne Albante Yellow not Rev. Okay, so I didn't know, I wasn't sure is this going to succeed or not. I was on a have Shinde. That was very satisfactory. Okay. All right. So Shimna Keshtana Fad Gadisha. Okay, Peter Kelly is a big fan. Hi, Peter. Peter talking to Julie Kilmartin, Peter, and I signed your book for you in Northall Lockdown Fad Christmas. So Shimna Keshtana Fad. Tá Tafid or Jennifer Shaw. This has been recorded, isn't that right, BJ?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been recorded. Tá Tafid or Jennifer So it's fair living scale scapa. You can share it on your social media, Instagram. I've seen actually some of the TikToks that have been done. Mariaula, Cúpla, and Katfish maybe. I'm not sure, but the TYs, transition years at school, have come up to me with various different TikToks, showing me them. Neil me TikTok, I don't understand TikTok very much, but tá si feice agam, so beidir féidir rodégan díana mar sin. Agus you can share it on your, if you're on Twitter, Thomas share Twitter at Ógie_O_C, or you can share it on your Instagram, or any other social media. Agus you can better send a link on get onto your Irish teachers. I'm sure they'll be looking for stuff to do with the Haran Kid Cúpla Seachtain Ella, and this would be a handy thing to do for them. So goodie on Kid or Ella, if you're reached Cluiche Mór le Julie Kilmartin, Kilmartin Education Services, and so in Limburg, agus in Inish, Limerick and Ennis, agus Julie has loads of classes online for all different subjects for junior leaving cert. Agus who knows, even if there's post-lockdown thing, we might even put a few courses on Cúpla or Katfish. Okay, so good evening.